probably gonna last for like a good minute here. So, oh no, no, no. It's probably gonna be like 50. Depends on how much I'm going to like elaborate on this way of life. I like to per say call or you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna explain something since I don't have like the means to make videos right now. I guess I'm gonna explain the best way I can explain it. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Second here. Let's put this in. Probably. So, all right. Oh, oh damn. Oh, click the wrong button. I clicked the definitely clicked the wrong button. So let's elaborate. Let's elaborate. Let's talk about this. I want to talk about um a couple years ago. A couple years ago, no, I'd say I ain't gonna say a couple because couple is like basically three. So 5 or 6 years ago, in the year 2016, which is dang, yeah 6 years ago. So in 2016, I had abundance. No, let's go one more year back. 2015, which is or 2014. I think it's 2015. School year, school in school terms, it's kind of hard to divide the two. But in I'm just gonna go with my junior year of high school. How about that? My junior year of high school, which was 2015. Let's just say 2015 because I graduated in 2016. In 2015, my year of high school, I had committed. I had committed on live live television. I committed to the University of Alabama. Uh, yeah, I committed to the University of Alabama. I had my whole all my teammates was around. Um, I'd be lying if I say that not all of them not all of them was my friends, but a couple of them was genuine friends. A couple of them was genuine friends. That I cannot refuse, but a lot of them didn't feel the same word towards me that I felt towards them. You feel me? So that led to a lot. Sometimes that led to miscommunications on the field, and honestly, that led to losing games. And sometimes we lost games that we wasn't supposed to because we just wouldn't be on the same terms. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just how it played out.
So,
So so Mac my mind tells you is there's a point where in life where you get low. I'm not gonna talk to everybody because not everybody have the same excuse me, I'm looking up. So I'm getting up. So not everybody in life has the same thought process. Have the same thought process you do. You feel me? So when you realize that, then everything changes. Because now you feel like you're going crazy. In reality, you're not. Because the situation is exactly how you thought the situation was. Again, you're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? But in some terms, you can be. You know what I'm saying? Like feeling like you are feeling like you know a situation before it truly happens gets you in trouble. It can get you in trouble because now you're just being you're just unreasonable about it. You feel me? And that's something I had to learn the hard way. Honestly, I feel as though you have to talk about stuff, get it out. Thing is, the person that you're talking to has to understand you. You feel me? But when there's a point in your life where in this case, if this never works out, you get low, you get really low. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna kind of deep into this because you know it needs to be talked about. You know what I mean? It's okay to talk about how you feel. You know, some people are just weirdos that tell you that you can't talk about how you feel because it's a show of weakness. But in reality, if you could step in front of my face, and tell me that, you probably wouldn't be able to. Just to be honest with you, but because every time the crap, the bullshit I talk about, you know, no one can dare step to me as a man and tell me I'm weak to my face. No one. I'm gonna be real with you. You feel me? So, you know, over the game or over social media, you can say whatever the hell you want because you're hiding behind that. But you're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me I'm weak to my face. You feel me? You're not gonna say that. Oh, you're weak because you talk about your feelings like a girl. What? Since when was talking about how you felt about the world, about yourself, about a situation? You know, when was that the call sign for you to be called a sissy or a girl or you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with you. That's the problem with most of you men. You don't talk about who you are and how you are. You feel me? You think that people gonna hear you through music or people gonna hear you through selling drugs and shit like that. Like that's the part I don't get. You feel me? And then you can say, oh well, you don't know what a dude been through. Well, I know one thing. Just because you go through something, doesn't mean it has to dictate who you are. And then put the pot calling the kettle black. Because honestly, I'm the same way. I'm guilty of it. You feel me? But I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning better. But that don't mean that just because I'm learning, that don't mean that it hurts even. It's gonna move any faster. You feel me? When you start to feel alone, it changes you. It changes the way you live. It changes how you are. You know what I'm saying? God did not put us on this earth to be alone. That's why we have families, we have siblings, we have, you know, we're able to get married and make kids. You know what I'm saying? We're not meant to be alone. You feel me? We're not. It's just not true. You know what I'm saying? If we were meant to be alone, then then the word family, the word girlfriend, boyfriend, the words marriage, the words children, it wouldn't exist. None of it.
I'm gonna knock some sense into you.
None of it will exist. You know, we like to hide everything from ourselves. You know, not tell ourselves the truth about what's going on around us. You know what I mean? The truth is, with me, is that I just feel like things could be a lot better. You know, I tried to make things as good as possible for everybody around me. Around, you know, my parents, you know, the woman I love, you know, even the friends, even my enemies. You know what I'm saying? Try to say less about my enemies because most of them, you know, they don't think about me unless they're trying to rip me down. But I try to make everything better for everybody. I try to be this person that I was once. You know what I mean? I don't want people to think. I don't want no one to think that I'm changing. Maybe I have changed. I have no. I've changed. I'm telling the truth here. I'm going to be straightforward, be honest with myself. I've changed. You know, I used to be all smiles and giggles and goofy. You know what I mean? I am. Honestly, that was because my world was so different back then. You know what I mean? It was so. You know, everything was different. You know, I was a giggly, soft-hearted guy, big guy. You know, and you know when I could talk Teddy Bear, you know, it reminds me of that. You know what I'm saying? When I hear the name Teddy Bear, I it puts a smile on my face. I'm gonna be honest with you because it reminds me of how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? And granted, from hearing from other people, I'm still that person. And it's like I don't feel like you think I know. I don't think you know how I feel about a lot of things now. You know what I mean? You know, I love my parents to death, but one of my parents made a lot of other things clear to me. You know what I'm saying? That I took with me, still sticks with me today. Some things that I wish that they ever said. You know, coaches I've coaches I've ran past. You know, just stuff from the past. You know, that sometimes I can get very emotional about. Some things uh I can you know I can think about that just gets me in a really bad mood. You know what I mean? Because when you think about those things,
Don't I sound like I work a goalpost?
it it sends like a cold shiver down your
Where you
spine.
are so I can
You
show
know what I
you
mean?
what an ass whooping
And
sounds like.
it leaves a bad taste in your mouth because you let all these people walk over you, and in reality, you're still letting that happen. You know what I mean?
Hey there,
Because
boss.
the more you soak, the more sorrow and the more sorrow that you produce, it's just it it makes it hard. It makes it harder. It makes everything harder. It makes it harder for everyone to be around you. It makes it hard for everyone to laugh with you. You feel me? So granted, people are just sometimes a holes and honestly deserve no one. Honestly, but honestly, there's some people who just don't
All right.
appreciate nothing.
We got
But
everything we need.
from a
Thank you.
person
It's going to be a great
who's
party.
tried his best to stay with just to keep his composure, keep at least a part of that person, keep his smile. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never had to work so hard to keep something. You know what I'm saying? I've never had to. No, mm, I can't say that because yeah, I probably have to. I physically have to work hard to keep something, but like mentally, you know what I'm saying? Until this year, I've never had to be. This is like the most mentally exposed I've been. You know what I mean? No one knows what Kendell like wants more than what Kendell wants. No more than what Kendell knows. You know what I'm saying? If I can put it in Blake terms, and I'm meaning this in general. No specific person, but there are a couple people I can think about. I think a lot of people don't really listen to how I I forgot what the way I wanted to say it, so because I wanted to say it in blunt terms of I'm gonna say this. I've never felt like people truly listen. Like, and I'm not gonna say, I can't really even say that because people listen to me, but I feel like I haven't expressed myself according to how I should express myself. You feel me? Like, I do a lot of things I want. I haven't made clear. You know, part of me is that it's my fault, but the other part is the people around me just don't have the heart I have, and that's all right. That's all right because how would you be able to tell the difference between a person if tell the difference between a person while looks or differences or the way they think, their character. You know what I mean? I mean, you can tell a difference. That's another. Besides how we look. That's another difference you could tell between the next person. You know what I'm saying? I I'm misunderstood a lot. You know what I mean? The things I say, the things I do. You know what I'm saying? I can do something and have and be completely oblivious and dense as hell, and someone else can take that the wrong way. You feel me? It happens all the time. It happens all the time. Like I legitimately don't know what to do about a situation, so I do it anyway, and I totally out of context just do and just not think anything of it until it boils down to the last thing. You know what I'm saying? Even if I
Hey,
address
Kendall,
something
what's up, homegirl?
What
and
to
it
do?
just
What to
comes out to
Hello,
be
son.
Come over anytime
I
after
remember
7.
you have a mother on here, sweetheart.
and it comes out to be like,
Boy, you ain't the least bit sorry.
like this really bad, like I address I because I don't work. Don't get me wrong here. I address a lot of things when it comes to how things should be. Like as of late, this the person that I love, and then the person that loves me. You know, so out of context, I'm not gonna say the full ordeal, but I'm gonna speak how I seen it. You know what I'm saying? So so basically, I'm in love with this female, right? I love her. You know what I'm saying? I do. This is how it is. I do love her. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot for her. I do a lot. I do a lot for her, and I will always be around for her. You know what I'm saying? I'll always be here for her. So basically, it wasn't always like that. You know what I'm saying? We wound up breaking up a while ago. Stuff happened. So in the middle of our breakup, I met another female who I I didn't try my best to get with her, but I did try. I essentially, like, okay, it would be cool. We probably would have dated, but that didn't happen because she was um she was just so stuck in her own world. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna come on here and blast nobody right now, because I'm not gonna say really honestly the truth about it, but I'm gonna say out of context that she had other men in the mind. You feel me? I'm not gonna, what I'm saying? So that was the part, and borderline to it. If you look at the facts of the situation, instead of her telling how she felt felt about the situation. Well, she decided to be totally oblivious. First of all, like she was this victim of so much bullcrap. You feel me? Like, you didn't want to date me, but you wound up with a child, right? For one, you feel me? Second, so I take it upon myself, like, okay, even though she can annoy the piss out of me, even though she can just be this person, this total letdown. You feel me? I'm the type of person to, like, see the good in people. Granted, the good in people don't always work out, because then we wouldn't be in this, we wouldn't be where we are now. Because if it was like that, you know what I'm saying? So my thinking, me trying to be a smart ass, I essentially let them two meet. You know, I don't care. I'm not cheating on her. I'm not doing that bull crap. I'm just, what I'm saying. She's a friend. You know what I'm saying? She's a friend of mine. I felt like the one I love, she can be of use to this girl. You know what I'm saying? Change her mind about things. Because she has a child in the world now. That's my mindset. Too completely oblivious to how much of a hole this female can actually be. Not even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's been an entire week. It's been a week. It's been a week. You know what I'm saying? Play video games with her, see him a bit, tell her what and what not to do, give her some advice about how she should handle her situations, and You know what she does? You know what she does? Out of context, I quote, she comes out of nowhere with this crazy, crazy question. You feel me? Everything's hell bent right now. It's tension in the air as it is already. There's tension in the air. You know what I'm saying? And I feel it. And the reason why I figure like I'm doing no wrong is because the girl, you know what I'm saying? Girl needs help. I don't really care about financial and other stuff. The girl mentally needs help. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But this is a case. This is, you know, my point is, this is a case of being too nice to other people. You know what I'm saying? Just to lose everything else. You feel me? Granted, granted, I really didn't lose much, but like I said, it is April. Right now, it's what, April 22nd. My birthday's in a couple in next Thursday. You feel me? I'm about to be 23 years old. I shouldn't I shouldn't be dealing. For granted, no one should be dealing with this with this bullshit. Honestly, we're not in fucking high school. You feel me? Like we're we I you know frustration turns into questions. Questions turn into argument. Argument turn into distance, and distance turn into breakup. You feel me? Because both everyone's stubborn. No one can say I'm sorry. You feel me? I know that. I know where my wrongdoings were now, even though no one's really getting that. I was completely oblivious to it. You feel me? I was so oblivious to what would occur. You feel me? Because everyone's acting and pretending like they do this, just to make me happy. It's like, don't do what makes me happy. Tell me the truth. You feel me? If you feel some type of way about something, tell me it. You feel me? I don't care how much I know you inside and out. I'm not I'm not a damn genie. I'm not a genie. I'm just not. You feel me? If I feel like I'm helping a situation and yet I'm just making it worse, let me know that in the best way possible without having to be a complete and utter a-hole about it. You feel me? Now I can grow the fuck up and be the person and be like, well, I made a couple, and I know I made a couple mistakes here. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly, I take too shit way too seriously sometimes. But obviously, in this case, I didn't take it seriously enough. Obviously, you feel me? If that was the case, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have to surf, and I wouldn't have to wait for context or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And when things get like this, when I'm divided from my other counterpart, when when I'm angry and frustrated at the person I say I love, I feel I get like this. I have this distinct feeling, if I lose her, it's hard. It's gonna be hard for me, to stay positive about stuff. You know what I mean? It's going to, because now I know that if 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 you are too nice, if you even if you didn't do anything wrong, it can still happen. Now I know the answer to the question I've been answering. I've been trying to ask. I've been trying to answer for so many years. Can you just be yourself and still lose everything? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe. You know what I mean? And that
You're
scares me.
through to your garage.
That scares me. It
Need me?
scares me a lot. Because these are one of the cases
It's on the
where
way.
I
Okay, I got stuff to do.
I try I try really hard to be um I try really hard to be open about who I am, and I try really hard to just stay out of the way and stay in my own world. And it seems like it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work at all. please. Why? Like, I'm in cahoots right now. There's nothing that can make me feel better, about the situation. About anything. You know? I talk about it, the more and more I talk about it, it doesn't really change the fact of me basically really explaining the situation. It doesn't make anything better, because now here you are, and the same. You're not only in a shithole, but you just feel shitty. You know, like I feel terrible right now. You know what I mean? I'm not excited. Tomorrow Mortal Kombat comes out. I was excited for that. Oh, from the beginning of the week, I was so excited for that movie, and it's like I want to watch some. I just don't feel excited for nothing right now. I feel absolutely nothing but guilt and regret. You know what I mean? That's all. That's how I feel. Because it's not even the fact that I'm not getting what I want, because I'm not that type of person. I've never gotten what I really wanted. You feel me? And even if I have, it wouldn't last for very long, because there's always somebody behind in my shadow waiting to take it from me. You feel me? Everything I say, it shadows me. You know what I'm saying? And it can shadow a lot of other people from my knowledge. It can shadow a lot of other people as well, because I'm not the only one who goes through the bullshit every day. You know what I mean? Do y'all really think that this is me? People knowing my name will make life worth a damn how it is now? I mean, it's just the same stuff over and over. It's going to be like a next episode of Degrassi. It's not her fault. No, it's not. It's not her fault. It's no one's fault but mine, because I keep letting it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm so damn stupid to the point where I don't know when this is going to happen. How bad can this turn out? You feel me? Of course, the obvious stuff, but the stuff that you deem harmless, what then? You know, you heard.
Okay, if we want to get the word out for this club, we're gonna have to do some flyering. Flyering on an industrial scale. We're gonna pick up a chopper, fly out, and airdrop marketing all over this city.
Your butt hurt. And then life just stops for a second for you, and you hold your breath, wondering if things gonna go back to normal. You know, things gonna go back to normal. You know, will things be better? Things get better for me. You know, you start to sound like you feel sorry for yourself, and then people just start asking the question, "Oh, you alright? Are you okay? Why you talking stupid?" I mean, look around. You know, you have so much potential to do something great in your life, and you're just wasting away inside your room on a video game all day. You feel me? Like, come on. And the thing is, when you tell people how what you think about it, it's like, well, you know, when I was doing something crazy and out amazing for the world, no one supported. You know what I'm saying? At least not the people I know now. You know what I'm saying? You think I can call? You know, the prime example what I mean is call one. I want to see a person in my situation call one of those coaches up, right? And no, I want to see him call one of those coaches up and tell them, and ask them, "Can you help me train?" Their first notation is not to help you, but their first line is gonna be how much. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay. You know, how much you willing to pay? That's the first question. You feel me? If they, granted, just granted, in the football world, if these coaches didn't get paid what they got paid, or these trainers didn't get paid at all, then you know, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't care at all. You feel me? I've been known I couldn't do this alone. I knew I couldn't do this alone. Oh well, you know, you could say, well, if you think like that, then you won't do it. Well, no, it's just me being honest with myself. I was never able to do this alone. Do you think any of those dudes who play in the NFL do anything alone? Hell no. They get trained. They get trained daily and weekly, so they can keep their bodies how fit for the next ride. They spend millions of dollars keeping their bodies right, dog. And here I'm at square one, dude. Like I have legitly, like what, 3 or 4 months to get right, dude. You think anybody I've asked to help me train, done any, you know, I've been asked, like I've literally went to people that I feel like, you know, who could do the best at it. And granted, it's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using this as an excuse, but I'm using it as an example. These people are so adamant to see you succeed, but yet can't help you and when you need the most. I get it was financially. You feel me? Like, oh well, you know what I'm saying. You don't have the funds like that. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm essentially using you for the ingredients. You feel me? I'm not using, you know, I'm not gonna use the term using, but you know, I'm essentially needing you for the ingredients. To say hut go, to give me the clap up. You know what I'm saying? To give me the spirit to do this. You know what I mean? Self motivation can only go so far. You know, you feel me? There's not much I have behind me as it is, but a name. In the football world, you feel me? Like, you know, relationship wise, you know, that's always gonna be motivation. Family wise, it's always gonna be a motivation. But in times like this, where both family and relationship has somewhat not failed, but somewhat at a whole, like I have to fall back. You feel me? Like I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of crying over stuff I cannot change. You know, at this point, they are the ones that need to change. You feel me? Because in everybody I know, in everything I do, I let everybody know that I'll be there for them. You know what I'm saying? I trust you. You know, I love you. They know who I am. They know what I do. They know how oblivious I can be to situations. You feel me? Some things I just don't even care for it. You know what I'm saying? So here I am telling myself that it's my fault. You know what I mean? You know, I'm telling myself it's my fault. And then the more I tell myself that, I believe it. You know, but the person that say they love me, whether it's my friend, my parents, the girl I love, whether anybody, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wonder, do they even think how I think about them? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they think I care? I care about their feelings. That's why I don't say much. You feel me? I don't say much because I care about who they are. I'll be truthful with them, but I care about who they are and what they do and what they've been through. You feel me? Like, I don't think everyone's looking at how I feel about it. No one's ever looked at how I felt about it. You know why I say that is because when I wanted to sit down and talk about it, they never listened. They never listened. And that's not me feeling sorry for myself. I'm telling y'all a story. I'm basically essentially telling y'all a story. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel that way sometimes. You know what I mean? Not to be a jerk, not to feel. I just feel that way sometimes. I love my parents. I love the woman that loves me back. And I know she loves me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love my siblings. I love them all. You know what I'm saying? I trust and believe in they can be better and get better. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes
Air.
I feel as though that I'm not I'm I'm listened to, but I'm not understood. You know, and I don't get to say it much because when I want to talk about it, you know what I mean. It's something's wrong. You know what I mean? Not exactly me asking, but I'm saying something's wrong at the moment. You know what I mean? Right now something's wrong. I'm not feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm so lost in this situation because no matter what I say or what I do, won't change the outcome. It won't. No, it won't. Not the outcome, but it won't change the feeling of what I have right now. I just have such a bad feeling about something. It just makes me real anxious, and I just don't. I just need to not let it come true. You feel me? I I refuse to lose everything a second time, bro. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Guys don't have what I have. You feel me? They have the body, but they don't have the mind. They don't have the heart I do. You feel me? I have one of the biggest hearts you can see out of there. You know? And I don't ever say it. I don't ever say it much. I don't ever say it because I'm humbled like that. I don't ever tell anybody or tell anybody that I'm better than them. I never have. I've never been that person. I've never cursed nobody or you know what I'm saying. I never mean to say to make anyone feel bad about themselves. You feel me? Or try to hurt them. I just can't get it around my mind of why my life is so different from that. You feel me? Why can't I get the same karma? Why must I go through bullshit that I don't want to go through? I can't answer those questions because it's going to keep happening. You know what I mean? The last thing I need to do is make things worse for myself. If you told me back a couple years that that I can that I could have ignored the words I all this you know some the down my downfall happened when I believed a woman over my own you know when I chose a woman over myself. You feel me? Chose a woman. I did things for that woman that I know I shouldn't have done, and
I'm going to spend half my day in traffic on Elysian Fields Freeway.
I got lost.
I'm just saying. I
I
don't want
just
to
got
end up
lost,
peeing in my coffee
and
cup again.
I lost trust. My parents lost trust in me. Coaches lost trust in me. Granted, they were gonna betray me anyway, so you know what I'm saying. That didn't really matter. Everybody that that seemed fit, you know, they lost. This all left. They all left. You know, because I told this because I chose her over myself. You know, and it's not so much of a bad thing. It wouldn't be such of a bad thing if it wasn't the fact that she wasn't doing nothing for me. She didn't push me to be better. She didn't do nothing for it. She didn't say like she didn't you know she did nothing for me. You know she I used to skip class with her just to have sex with her. You feel me? Like stuff like that. And she didn't care. You know what I'm saying? She used to beg me to go to do it. You feel me? And I couldn't say no. You know, because I so called love this woman. You know, I loved her. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's how stupid I was back then. You feel me? That's just how amazingly dumb I was. You know what I mean? I was such a damn idiot. And it added it. Long and behold, it stopped. When the train stopped, when the train stopped, it everything just fell down like buildings, skyscrapers just falling down one by one like dominoes. Yeah,
Okay,
it
we're losing.
just dawned on me. Like I'm talking about, it crushed me, dog, beyond belief, and it kept crushing me, and I just gave out. My legs gave out. You feel me? I gave out. I gave out. I gave out, and I can never say I gave up, but no one ever just let me be myself. They never let me be myself. They never did. They never said once, Kendell. They never said, hey, Kendell, you alright? Yeah. How you feeling? You okay? There's only one person that did that. There's only one person that did that out of my whole downfall, and she's still texting me. Her name is Don Richardson. The only person that was there consistently. Oldest woman I know, besides my grandmother, was there. Not because not because she was made to be, because she wanted to be. You know what I mean? Y'all think life is a joke. Y'all take life so much for a joke that y'all don't even realize that it's flashing right before y'all damn eyes, dog. Like, do y'all realize, man? Like, do y'all see the irony of trying to give everything you have to something that's just not there? This woman, she loved and cared and supported me, and I was so hurt to the point where I didn't even see it, dog. Not once not every, even when I got in trouble, not once did that lady ever tell me that I was a failure. She never told me that I can't do this, I couldn't do that. She knew I can do it. And I just didn't listen because there was so much going on. People don't understand that I'm not a big guy. I'm not just a big guy. You feel me? I hurt just like the smaller people around. I can't take on the damn world alone.
step over to take a leak.
Come check out the new vehicle on the podium. You can win it with just a spin on the lucky wheel. You're invited to indulge in an elegant, world-class gaming experience.
How can I help you? Here you go. Take your time. I'm afraid I can't assist you. Just let me know.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. I'll bring it by.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll get there as soon as I can.